Hello, Potato, and welcome to Part 5 of Star Wars LEGO's The Mandalorian, The Razor Crest, Kit 75292. Here's where we are so far. Basically all we have left is the top and the thrusters, and that's why today we're going to do sections 5 and 6 to finish this up, because there's only 5 days in a week, and Saturdays are for Magic in the Mail, or Weekend Magic, which is what I'm calling it now, so I don't know why I just called it by the old name again. Yep, it'll be a little bit of a longer video than the others I expect, because we're going to be doing 3 bags, which really means 5 bags, because I'm sure each of the big bags has a small bag in it. I don't imagine I am going to stop at the end of section 5 here. I think I'll just fast forward right on into section 6, unless there's something really particularly interesting in part 5 here to talk about. Otherwise, I think we can hold it till the end. So yep, let's finish this bad boy off. I've been really pleased with it so far. Again, it's really nice and sturdy, but we'll go through more of that at the end in case you, for some reason, didn't watch the bits of the other 4 episodes where I talked about what I thought of it thus far. So yeah, let's talk no more. Let's get on to the fast forward and finish building this ship. You need to move. You can't be there. it's done. 5 long days, but here we are. The completed Razor Crest. A fair number of fiddly bits today with the engines here, but I kind of expected that. But overall, you do have to be a little careful in picking it up because, of course, since these side panels all open, you don't really want to grab it there. But if you grab it from the front and the back, that's a pretty good way to pick it up. And again, it's, you know, it's well put together. It's not going to fall apart easily. So what I thought was meant to be weapon storage is actually storage for the missiles. So I mean, I guess I could still put a weapon in there as long as I'm not keeping all 3 missiles in there. But of course, as is kind of standard with all of these sets nowadays, particularly Star Wars and like Marvel and stuff, is that you have to have some sort of a missile launching feature. Let's see if we can make that work and not lose the pieces. That actually shoots a little bit of force, doesn't it? Nice. Yep, you just push down on this part and it triggers off the missiles. I may not keep them in. I may put them actually inside the ship just so they don't get lost and like trigger off on their own. I've had that happen before. Those old Exo Squad figures do that. Even when I put them back up on the shelf this time, yeah, one of them just keeps... I broke it. I've broken it. I've already broken it. Oh, that's nothing about Lego. As long as it's not like gone crumbly on you, you can break it and then repair it. So of course, in part 5, we got our Grief Karga figure, so that's nice. And only thing, if I had to complain about anything on here, I guess it would be that you can't actually open the cockpit. You do have to like pull it out. Which, I mean, that's minor, isn't it? That's not a big deal. But if I was to complain, that would be the complaint. And the thing that I'm curious about is this. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be like a way of transporting the bounties? Because, I mean, or am I supposed to like capture him into here? And is it an escape pod? Clearly, it's meant to hold at least a minifigure. Probably not the bounties because it has the slots for the legs to stick into. It's meant to hold a minifigure, and it's meant to come out. Because indeed, the instructions here show it coming out. But I don't know. I don't know what for. Oh, apparently, to make the child sit next to Mandalorian, it's supposed to actually have him hold it. So let's fix that. Let's go ahead and just fix that. Which is funny because if you remember back, I think in the second video, that's kind of what I had him doing with it anyways, is before he had a place for him to sit. Come on. On you go. Ah, you're not going to cooperate. Alright, now can we get him back in the seat securely? Hey, there we go. Guess we'll just put Grief in the back seat there. Come on, go in. All right. There we go. Everybody's on the ship now. We got Grief and the child and Mando up in the cockpit. We've got our little captured scout trooper up here in the, I guess, escape pod. And of course, down here in the hold is IG-11. And apparently I've knocked loose all the frozen bounties. I'll have to fix those later. But overall, it's a very nice ship. I think it's very nicely designed. I think it looks pretty good compared to its television counterpart. It's all held together pretty well. It doesn't, bits don't fall off of it easily. You do have to be a little careful where you pick it up from, just because since all these bits move, putting too much pressure on them isn't a great idea. But, you know, pick it up from the front and the back, you're good. I think you can probably pick it up from the wings. Yep. Pretty good. Yep. I am overall quite pleased with it. Is it worth $160? Well, I mean, it's Lego. I do think that I feel like Lego has gotten more expensive in the last couple of years. Because I feel like this set would have been more like 100 or 120 a couple years ago. But, you know, I guess quality has a price, right? I mean, if I wanted cheap junk, there are other options out there that I won't name. But I thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you have enjoyed watching this build, whether you intend to buy the set or not. It wasn't a difficult build, it's a little long, and of course, you know, lots of fiddly bits, a good number of stickers, but none of them too obnoxious. And it is a nicely built set. It's pretty big, and there's lots of room for play activity. Just because you can open up that entire hold. And, you know, you have some real good play opportunities down there, which is nice if you're buying this for a younger fan of the show who's actually going to play with it and not find a shelf space for it. So thank you again for watching. If you did like the video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you know when I post more of these videos. Probably going to take a little break from Lego now. Don't know if there will even be videos next week. Never mind what they will actually be. There might be some Lego. But it wouldn't be anything, won't be anything like this. This is not a thing that I can come along and do very often. Oh, funny thing, you know, I've mentioned before about using the Mandalorian theme and not getting flagged for copyright claim. Well, apparently the 5th time was the charm. They not only flagged part 1 of this series, but they went back and flagged all the other ones I used in it as well. This isn't a big deal. It's not flagged. It's copyright claimed. I know flagging is something else entirely, and you don't want that on your channel. It just means I can't monetize them. But hey, I am nowhere near monetizing anyways. And besides, if I was going to ask for money, I'd probably just set up a Patreon and hope that some of you would like my work enough, my work enough to throw me a buck or two periodically. But I am not near that level either. Not a begging for money. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.